On this play, he's going to start on the defensive end. The attacks have to be at midfield and wide. Pierce, you're very late getting up to the midfield until I have to say something. At that point, the defense also recognizes it, and you get him in position, much closer to you. You got to be up there without me saying anything. On this play, you're going to be wide, exactly where you should be. It allows the middies to throw it down to you. Right here, I need you to look pass, not run. So you have two guys open here. Instead of passing, you try to dodge the defender. He holds you up, and by the time you're able to reset, the whole defense is set up. You make the pass a little late. At that point, the defense slides, and we lose the ball. That is the difference between us scoring and having a turnover. This play will start with Ethan breaking it out of our side. He runs down. Previously, Ethan would have tried to take this to goal, but he's very patient here. Notice how the weak side attack is out of position. He's not playing wide enough. What that does is keep the defender in on an easy slide on Ethan, so he's got to roll back and play to Lucas instead. Once he plays to Lucas, Lucas scans the field, is patient. He gets the defense to engage a little bit. Here, Pierce, you're in excellent position. Open, in space. He's able to pass to you, and you make the catch. Here, you have that crease attackman wide open. I'd prefer you pass it to him, but you take the step down, which is fine. This is going to be a reset from X. Pierce, you got to be deeper here. It's the same as being wide. Get along that end line. He has no one to pass to you. By the time he's able to pass to you, you give the defense an easy slide to where it ends up being a turnover. This play is going to start with Colton on the weak side. Pierce, you're not in bad position. You're in space and you're on your side. Once Colton passes over to Hudson, at this point, Pierce, you got to get wide. He's going to swing it to the strong side midi. Watch what happens. The defense makes an early slide and closes down that passing lane for you. This is why he can't get you the ball. At this point, he has no choice but to roll back and reset to Hudson. This play is going to start with Colton running wide. He's going to try to move it up to you, Pierce. Instead of being in the alley, you're too far inside. You're unable to make the catch, and watch what happens. You keep the defense inside, and they're able to take the ball from you. If you had been outside in the alley, you would have had more forgiveness to recoup the ball. Here's the exact same play with Matty Carroll playing it wide. They're going to try to clear the ball to Matty, who's playing in the alley. He's unable to catch it also. Watch what happens, though. Because he's playing wide, no one's behind him. The crease attack is able to scoop it up. Matty cuts to the inside to fill the space that the crease attackman was in. Once the crease attackman goes back to the middle, Matty gets back out wide, creating space. Right now, it has all that middle space wide open. That attack's able to dodge, pass, do whatever. This play's going to start on the weak side. Pierce, you're just off the crease here. The defender and goalie have that passing lane cut off, so no one's able to play you the ball. Christian gets the ball and starts running to X. Here, I need you to either run to X or cut up field. Give him an alley to pass to. By standing there, you give him no options. If he tries to feed you the ball, it'll be intercepted by the goalie or the defender. This play again will start from the weak side. And again, Pierce, you're in the middle of the field. I need you to be wider. He starts to make a move, and you dig into the crease. Again, there's a defender right in your passing lane. He has no option to get you the ball. You're taking yourself out of play. We get a shot off because of a ground ball, but you need to be moving your feet. This play is going to start on a clear. It's moved to Hudson, who takes it up the line. Here, Pierce, I believe you're in pretty good position, although I can't see you here. I'd like for Hudson to actually get the ball in his left hand and make a pass right about here to you. You're actually in pretty good position for him to pass to you. Once you see him start running towards you and he's not passing, I need you to dig in much faster. By the time you turn and run, it ends up allowing the defense to collapse on him and doesn't give him an option. Here, he has your back to him. Not a lot of options for him. So the minute you see them committing to a run down the field, I need you to run wide and downfield. This is an impressive play, but not how I would have liked to have it drawn up. It's going to start from the weak side. Lucas is going to end up getting a loose ball and taking it down the line the way I want him to. Pierce, again, you're in the middle of the field and you're covered. I'd like you to start wide. I'd rather you make the run in. You make the run downfield. Lucas is able to throw over the passing lane. Where I'd want you is upfield here, cutting down into that off crease area, not going from the middle right down the middle. You end up scoring. Nice shot. This play is going to start from a restart on the wing, on the weak side. The middy's going to play it back up high. Pierce, you are close to the middle again. As he swings it around to the point, you stay inside and you're covered. The defender has that passing lane shut down. You slowly walk out and allows him to cover you out there. So now it's a difficult pass to make to you. He plays it to you anyway, but it forces you to get the ball right out of your stick again. And once the ball is being swung around to the top midi, you need to get out wide immediately as support. Here's another play with Matty Carroll showing what you should be doing when playing wide. He's out wide and the midi is able to throw him an easy pass. At this point, he can attack in. He takes his time. He doesn't have a shot wide open. He buys time. He sees Jackson cutting, so he's able to feed him. Jackson had dropped it, unfortunately. Otherwise, he could have made it. Jackson still has a pass, which, if caught, would have resulted in a goal. You need to play wide and be patient. Here's another play where Matty's fed out wide. Notice all that space in the middle. It frees up for the middies to make cuts to the goal. Matty slowly starts to attack and engage the defender. He realizes that resetting it up top is not going to help him, so he goes ahead and hits the cutter. The ender's open for the goal. It's a perfect example of how spreading the field creates lots of opportunity in the middle. Here's another example on a clear. Matty's going to be playing it very wide. He's wide open for the clear and has no pressure on because he's playing in the alley. At this point, he's going to attack towards the middle. He notices that no attacks are really moving, so he freezes it up. He doesn't push it. He hands it off to a midi and immediately goes back out wide. Watch where the pressure goes, away from him. He follows the slide and he's wide open on that back door. He created that opportunity. They missed him, unfortunately. This play is going to start on the weak side again. Pierce, notice again, you're dragged over to the middle. Now in the middle, the defender starts to walk away from you and you go right next to the crease attackman, crowding him. It adds no value right there. Either get wide or get wide and high. Create space. You'd be wide open. He starts to attack the lane, but there's no passing lane open. Can't do that. This play's going to start on the wing, on a clear. Pierce, you're where you're supposed to be. In the alley, up ahead, with no one around you. You make a great catch and take it to goal with no one in front of you. The defender knows that the pass is the right play, so he shades towards the pass to take that away from you. You do a great job engaging the defender and pulling him towards you. This is where you make the big mistake. You have the goalie and the defender in your way, and you still opt not to make the pass and to shoot instead. It's a poor decision. On the clear, the goalie hits out. Brecken's able to get the ground ball and re-engage. He starts going down the line, passes back up to Lucas. Lucas takes his time, doesn't have anyone. He resets back to Brecken. Notice here, Pierce, now you're in a good position. Out wide. I like you out there, even a little further possibly. Brecken resets and feeds down to Malachi. Notice the crease attackman Christian. He realizes he needs to move to support that wing. So he moves towards X, towards him to give a passing option, moving his feet. When Malachi resets it back up to Brecken, Christian needs to readjust and attacks to the middle. Watch how he's moving his feet. He catches on the run and is able to turn around. You need to be moving your feet like that nonstop when you're on the attack. To review, the season's been going on for about 10 weeks. We still aren't playing wide. Whenever that ball's on the weak side, you need to shade over a little bit, not the whole way to the middle. Once it starts swinging, you need to get wide, right? When it's on the defensive end, you need to be at the middle of the field. And as the attacks are moving, you need to fill the empty space. You cannot sit still. You have to continually move. If your feet are not moving, you are not doing a good job. And be patient. You don't need to go to the goal in every play. Take your time, look for the guy. If dodging is the right move, dodge. If passing is the right move, pass. But do not rush. You scored 2 goals and had no assists. This is the difference of scoring 4 goals and having 2 to 3 assists. Make these little changes and it'll make a huge difference in not just your performance, but the team's performance.